audio on demand from Vision Christian Media.
Exploring faith and the future. Neil Johnson and Bible teacher Dr. Kameel Majdali.
A wonderful opportunity to be exploring all these dimensions of the culture war. When we talked in our last program, Kameel, about marriage and family, there is a sense in which we didn't get time to talk about the effect of being associated, connected to, and belonging to a local church, which would tend to have a conservative effect on your family, which would mean you would be thinking about family in a lifelong way. And therefore, that security that comes with a lifelong relationship for your children is going to be especially there. There is a certain sense in which church connection is very much associated with a conservative view of family values.
I believe church can play an incredibly positive role in fostering and causing to endure family life. Not that you have to go to church to have a solid marriage. It helps, but I'm aware of a few couples, they are thoroughly unchurched, but they have long-lasting, durable marriages. Now, quantity is not always quality. And I believe the insertion of Christian and biblical values into one's spirit and into one's marriage and into one's family life can bring amazing improvement to everything all in all. It reminds me of a commentary of a great social researcher and observer who said in their research, and this is an unchurched individual here in Australia, they found that people of faith have, by and large, better marriage and better family life than people outside the community of faith. Now, I thought that was an astute observation from somebody who doesn't even darken the doorway of a church.
When we look at the statistics that show there has been a decline in church attendance, and it's not a reflection upon individuals who've been detached from church as much as there might be a recognition of the fact that there are consequences, that there are things that happen differently in our marriages and families because the sort of values that are communicated through church life seem to, in fact, enhance marriages, enhance our child-raising ability, and therefore enhance the opportunities for our children perhaps as they grow older and more mature in a Christian faith. Does that make sense?
It makes sense, Neil. And if I might add, being in an environment of faith where God is worshipped, where his word is preached, where the people are cared for in the love of the Lord, all of that is extremely healthy for the individual as well as for the married couple and their family. If for no other reason, just teaching people the fear of the Lord, to come to God, listen to God, obey his precepts, eschew evil but embrace good, all of that is incredibly useful for healthy marriages and healthy families. It tells us in Proverbs 16 and verse 6, by the fear of the Lord, we depart from evil. So all these self-centered, sinful, evil things that could war against marriage will be dealt with and can be dealt with in the furnace of godly fear, and therefore we're more likely to have successful, long-lasting marriages.
Kameel, the other side, detachment from the local church, clearly leaves people in a vulnerable position.
In this day and age, being outside of the church is like being outside of Noah's Ark when it's beginning to rain.
Faith and the Future with Neil Johnson and Dr. Kameel Majdali from Teach All Nations. For more from Dr. Majdali, including books and DVDs on prophecy, Bible commentaries, plus today's and other episodes of Faith and the Future, go to vision.org.au.
Thanks for taking time to listen to this audio on demand from Vision Christian Media. To find out more about us, go to vision.org.au.